Hola chicos! So today we're going to start present tense of ER verbs. Normally you see these videos in color and it's all pretty and I'm typing. With this one, I think it's just going to be a little bit easier for me to handwrite it, and I am not good at handwriting with that stylus on the screen and making it look good. And there's going to be a lot that I'm going to have to fill in here. So I decided to just do this low-key way and just write it out on paper and record it that way. So we're hitting the present tense of ER verbs. We've done AR verbs. The process is the same. The cool thing is, okay, and if we look over here, we're going to use comer as our example here. So we've got this part here. We've got the com. That would be your stem. See, I got color in there. I'm using my markers. Okay. Then you have this part that's left over, your er. That would be your ending. And we remember that when we conjugate a verb, which means when we're making somebody do something, drop the infinitive ending. So this er is going to disappear. You're left with the stem, com, and then you're going to add the new present tense ending. So if we think about our endings for a second, as I get my little zombie here, because he's going to comer as well. He's also going to eat something. Ha ha ha. Get it? You know your AR endings. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. I can see you visualizing karate chopping them out. The cool thing is, ER verb endings are identical, except wherever you saw an A with an AR verb, you're going to use an E with an ER verb. So instead of O, well, yo is still O. Two, instead of as, we have ace. La usted, instead of a, we have a. Nosotros and nosotras, instead of amos, we're going to have amos, which isn't going to fit very well in the box, but you get the idea. Vosotros and vosotras, instead of ais, we're going to use ais. The accent mark goes over the A in an AR verb, goes over the E in the ER verb, and instead of an, we're going to use ain. So if we think about it this way, okay, we know our stem is going to be the same every single time. Com, 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 calm, calm, calm. That was fun to say. All right. Just add your new ending. So instead of, well, como would be the same no matter what. Yo is still always going to be O. Instead of comas, it's going to be comes. Instead of coma, come. Comemos. Oh, he's going to eat my verb. Comes and comen. All right, so the process is so simple. It's the same thing. So let's talk about some verbs that you know, some ER verbs that you should know. All right, we have comer, which is to eat. We have comprender, which is to understand. We have leer, to read. And those are the ones you should know. Here are some newer ones. Hacer, which you actually did learn exploratory last year for those of you who had it. To do or make. Saber is a new one. It is to know, as in knowledge. And ver, you know from ver la tele, to see. All right? Now, the thing about these guys over here is that they all possess an irregular yo form, which means the yo that would be up here in the chart that should add an O doesn't just add an O, okay? These are a little different, all right? The yo form of hacer is yo hago. So you think it'd be ako, you'd keep the C and get rid of the ER and just add O. It's hago. Saber, you'd think it'd be yo sabo. It's not. It's yo sé with an accent mark over the E. An accent mark has to be there. Ver, well, you're left with a stem. The stem would be just the V. You are just going to add the ending, which would be O, but what we're going to do with this one is we're going to keep the E, yo veo. All right. Another interesting thing about the verb ver, hence why there's the two asterisks here, okay? The vosotros from the ver does not require an accent. So your stem is V. You had the ace. Normally would add an accent mark to that E. With this one, you don't. With any of these ones that are one-syllable ones, like sois and bais, base does not add an accent mark to. So let's go through a couple conjugations. We're going to do a lot of examples in class, but let's just go through the conjugations. Let's do an easy one, okay? Let's start with leer here, okay? So I'm going to grab my marker, okay? You are going to get rid of the ER. Remember that leer does mean to read. So to say I read, it's yo lay. Now this, don't get fooled because there's two E's here. One E is part of the stem, the other is part of the ending. So keep the first E, yo leo. Tú lees. Él, usted, lee. Nosotros leemos. hemos. People get thrown by that double E. It's okay. The first E is part of the stem, the second E is part of the ending, and they are pronounced as two separate syllables. Leemos. Vosotros leéis, adding the accent mark over the E. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes leen. It's not pronounced lean, it's leen. You hear both of those endings. All right, let's go down here to hacer. Let's do a little practice with this one. Now, this one, remember, hacer, I told you, has an irregular yo form. You'd think about it. Oh, let's go back here. It's to do or make. Okay? You would think you'd keep the C and just add the O and it'd be ako, but it's not. The C is a G, hago. Everything else in this verb is normal. It just has an irregular yo. So, keep the stem, as, add the ending, es. Él, ella, usted, hace. Nosotros, hacemos. Vosotros, hacéis. Ellos, ellos, ustedes, hacen. Okay? Hacer, to do or make. There's your checklist, everything you do. Let's go down here to saber, which are brain. All right? Because saber is to know. Okay? This also has an irregular yo. To know. You'd think it'd be sabo, but it's not. It's just yo sé with an accent mark. I'm going to play Billy Bufanda for you 1,000 times where they're like, yo sé, I know. Okay? Tú sabes. Él, usted sabe. Nosotros sabemos. Vosotros sabéis. And ellos, ellos, ustedes saben. Last one. All right, and the bell just rang. I'm hoping I can get this one before people get to my room. If not, you're going to hear people enter the room. Ver. Ver also has an irregular yo. Ver is to see. You also use it with like watch television. Okay. Ver, the irregular yo, is going to be yo veo. All right, that's what makes it irregular. For the tu form, everything's fine. Your stem is literally just letter V. Add the ending. Tu ves. Él, usted ve. Nosotros vemos. I had that little double asterisk there. Remember that the vosotros form does not have an accent. Veis. And then ellos, ellos, ustedes ven. All right, y'all. So there it is, the conjugation of ER verbs. We're going to talk about these more in class. We're going to do tons of examples. You know where to find me. Hasta luego.